I would definitely just call myself a composer. I feel like I'm pretty much doing the same job that Beethoven or Mozart were doing. I'm still basically working with the same materials and with, I think, the same sort of goal in mind. So I wouldn't, come up with any more 21st century or kind of exciting title for myself. To me, harmony, melody, rhythm are what I'm essentially interested in. If my music is ever good, that's the stuff that makes it good, I like to hope and think. I played trombone first when I was younger, and then I took much more seriously electric guitar, which I started kind of in my teens. I was in a progressive metal band for several years. That was pretty much the stepping stone into being a composer. But once I was in guitar, it was like, oh, if you play guitar, you're in a band and you write songs for the band. That's just completely natural. I think just automatically what comes out when I write music is the intersection between the classical tradition and the kind of popular music of the last kind of 100 years. Nowadays, I'm more interested in a collaboration would be more about just checking, writing something that I feel like is on the edge of possibility and working with a performer to say, okay, where on the edge of possibility is this? Is this something that won't be playable for 20 years or ever? Or is this something that anyone could play who's a professional? Or is this something that you can play, once you've practiced if you're a soloist or something like that? It depends on the project. I've had projects where I've been very collaborative, but it's I wouldn't say it's my natural state as a composer. It's not kind of what I'm desperate to be doing, is to be like going into a rehearsal room and kind of working out new techniques and things with a performer. I think I'm more, I enjoy the process of kind of writing on my own more, to be honest, and then, hearing the thing appear once we get to rehearsals. The piece is called Aesop 2. The story behind it is, it gradually occurred to me that it would be kind of interesting to write a piece where the soloist is an amateur and the ensemble of professionals has to kind of work around that somehow. Basically, I pretty soon realized that it would be me who'd be the soloist in this piece. As long as I never have a lesson in the recorder, I feel like then I'll be fine. It was the first piece I wrote after finishing my PhD. I felt like I was at a point of kind of change or departure in my music. I hadn't really written a lot of music at all with electronics, and this piece has got a fairly prominent electronic part throughout. It's kind of all to a click track. The point of Aesop 2 really is this kind of juxtaposition of frail and timid soloist against a kind of perhaps unsympathetic community, shall we say. And over the course of it, the soloist attempts to become more assertive and screaming big moment towards the end. I'm writing a piece for Quattro Bozzini. Basically, I'm trying to write a piece for string quartet which has none of the contemporary music stuff, by which I mean no microtones at all, no tuplets more complex than like a triplet, no extended techniques of any kind past like pizzicato, no amplification or electronics. Really constrain myself into, essentially having the same musical apparatus as like Tchaikovsky or Brahms or people from that kind of era. Or essentially another way I thought of it is like, only use the materials that would be available to like the string quartet who plays at a wedding.